Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome back to more free summons. For the past month and a half, I've been recording my various free summons on banners, and just sharing them with you guys as compilation videos. I did miss the first half of January, but I figured people seem to enjoy them, so let's just keep it going, and I decided that let's call this segment Freebies. I even made a little logo for it. We're using the term made very loosely. It's more like I just slapped some stuff together and called it a logo, but I made it. I'm very skilled with my artistic talents, guys. Anyway, this is March, I believe. I have no understanding of time, but it's the month after February, and we've got our very first banner of the month, Heroes with Sweep Skills. With this is the first time in like almost a year, I think, that Alm's even been focused on a banner, and the first time in much longer since he hasn't been sharing focus. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't put Soleil on there just to mess with people. He's joined by Roderick, who is he's okay, I guess, but he shows up decently enough in the 4-star pool that it's like, whatever. And also Faye, who has the wonderful Fire Sweep bow. I think it's been a long time since she's been focused too, so either of them would be pretty cool. I've had two Fays in the past, both off banner, and I've given Fire Sweep bow to both Klein, who is getting a new refine. I'm very excited for that, and Summer Takumi, and it's just a wonderful bow. So I have had her. I'm gonna go for Alm though, just because I can always use more Dragon Slayers, and Faye is not great on her own without a lot of investment. Fire Sweep bow is not a very good bow for her, but if there's no reds, she will be our secondary choice because Fire Sweep bow is just amazing. I wouldn't mind putting it on like a New Year's Fjorm, but we're gonna go for that Alm. And I think he's in this orb right here. But for these free summons, I'm going to try and use less of my actual orbs on these. As tempting as that second orb there is, the whole point is that it's like free summons, so I should try and keep to that. So regrettably, we will stop there. But I'm looking forward to what other summons we may have throughout the coming month, and it'll be very quick for you guys, but for me it's several days of agonizing waiting, so I'll see you then. And next we have the Beyond Darkness banner, which you probably guessed by now, but because I didn't put up a regular video for it, I just don't have an interest in this. I mean, the characters look alright. I'm not familiar with this game or anything, but you know, there's no skills that I really need here. The unit types aren't especially amazingly interesting or anything, so it's like, you know, whatever, we'll just take the free summons and leave. Also, it doesn't help that I've got like no orbs, but I know Aiden is like the chase of this banner, but we're gonna be going green for double focus chances and the chance at maybe a Camilla merge or two. And also Luke has some decent fodder for the Seth that I want to build. Being able to get attack feint and also rally res up at the same time would be pretty nice, but so that's our priority here. Also, reposition is actually really fantastic. But Lou also looks like a decent character on his own. I wouldn't mind having. Sue I'm a little less interested in, but I wouldn't mind getting her either, just because I don't have a Bow Cavalier anymore. Because I foddered my Brave Wind to Xander for attack smoke before Kaze came out, so oops. Got 3 more summons left. Also, this banner had no demotes, and I'm very sad about it, as I'm sure everyone else is, but I did gamble on the hopes of Caden getting demoted, and I lost that gamble, so oops. But, you know, what can you do? Sometimes you just kind of have to take a guess and hope that it comes true. Another reposition. You know, that's not mind-blowing, but it is good. It's always nice to have reposition on hand, and I never do, so. And wow, I didn't want to say it to jinx it, but we did manage to get one green stone on every single summon. We didn't get a 5-star, but we did get a green stone on every summon, which, given how infrequently greens like to show up, that's actually kind of impressive. Unfortunately, we didn't get our banana mage boy to give Seth his lovely rally skill, but oh well. He'll show up in the future. He'll probably pity break me at some point because he's not especially amazing in terms of kit or stats, so he'll probably just pop up sometime like Azora did. But it could be worse. I got 2 repositions. I'm down with that. Next banner is, I don't know, because we still don't have a calendar yet. I ask why. And here's the new power banner. And I already have, I'd go for Klein, but I already have a 5-star plus 10 version, who his new refine is awesome, by the way. Chill defense I was kind of sad about because I actually already had chill defense on him. I killed Wallheart for it, and so I already had that on him, and it worked really well. But moving it to his weapon and getting 3 points of extra speed off of the speed penalty works really good, and of course the higher might of it being a pref weapon, it's just a really solid weapon. So now I gave him attack speed link from my extra Halloween Niles, not the plus attack one I pulled on my seasonal summon, but the other one I pulled from that original banner. And he's a monster, so it finally fixed up his kind of lacking attack problem that I had with him. But so since I already have a 5-star plus 10 Klein that I dearly love, we're not going to be pulling for Klein. Sophia is kind of cool too. I've got someone on my friend list with a plus 10 Sophia who's awesome for Grand Conquests. But obviously, the clear choice to go for one of the 5-star exclusives. Sonia and Delphia were actually both 2 characters I really liked in Shadows of Valentia. I had a hard time connecting with a lot of the characters because they didn't have as many supports. But a lot of them were really cool, and Delphia and Sonia were 2 of my favorites. So I'd be happy with either of them. Sonia keeps showing up anyway, even though I don't pull for her. I do prefer Delphia a little bit. And I only have a regular one of her instead of a plus 1 like I do with my Sonia. I turned the other one into res fodder, but so I think I'd rather have Delphia, but I also wouldn't mind Sonia because, hey, maybe I'd pull a Camilla merge. Ooh, which one to go for? Ooh, either one would be great. Sonia's awesome. Delphia's awesome. We'll try and get a merge for Delphia just so we can get rid of her defense. Mine has a defense bane, and it's just kind of hilarious. But what have we got? Come on, show me an off-banner Selkie. Not just Catria. She was in Shadows of Valentia. She wasn't that exciting, but she was there. Oh well, worth a shot. Hi everybody, this is Bunny Hug Brandon here today with Regal Rabbits. I did the whole intro just because I wanted to use those terrible puns. Even though this is part of the free summon video, so I really didn't need to do the whole intro, but I wanted to use those puns. And I wasn't sure, I've had those playing for like a month, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing free summons for the spring units or not. So I was saving it, and now it's in this video, and this whole thing's a mess. But anyway, we have the new spring units. There's nothing here that I really want. None of the units are outstanding for what I really need right now. None of the skills are particularly amazing. And spring seasonal's just honestly my least favorite of the various seasonals we get. But I have to admit, like, I like this batch. It's a pretty good batch. Bruno and Veronica are actually kind of cute with their little interactions and references to each other with their lines. And Paula is pretty good because she can disable AR traps and hard counter Surtur, I guess. Really, it's because she's got dragon flowers. And Marissa, I've admittedly kind of forgotten that she was on this banner like 5 times already, so oops. She's just not that interesting. Lance Flyers, there's a bunch of them already, and she's honestly not really that much better than anything that we have in the 3-4 pool, so I don't know. I feel like being a blue Lance Flyer or a blue Tome Cavalry is pretty much a death sentence because you're just going to be compared to Cordelia and Reinhardt respectively, or Est, or Shauna, or Florina. Like, there are so many Lance Flyers that are pretty good now. Claire. And then Blue Tome Cavalry is just like, you're going to be compared to Reinhardt. So yeah, you don't want to be blue in either of those movement types. But so I don't really know who I want on this. I'd be fine with Paula, Bruno, or Veronica. I'm leaning more towards Paula, I think. But we're not going to go super hard on this banner. I'm thinking maybe I'll pull any red, green, or colorless orbs in the opening session. Maybe. No green. It's supposed to be free summons, but I don't know. I really want those dragon flowers. Ooh, a reposition. That's like better than anything on the banner, honestly. You know what? I don't need it. I'm getting Loki. Alright. I'll see you guys soon for probably some other spring summons from the previous years. Yay!
Okay, next up is Hares at the Fair repeat for the upcoming Tempest Trial. No sign, unfortunately, of the Year 1 spring banner, but whatever. For this, I don't really have a strong preference. I don't really need any of these characters. I'm going to pull green just for the better odds, but like last year I would have probably gone for Kagero because Flying Dagger was a new thing, but now we've got Air and Hot Springs Camilla, so it's just like, whatever. Both of those were free, and so I'd rather just take the slightly better chance at a 5-star and see where that takes us. Let's go. Just Arthur. Just Arthur. That's, well, I wouldn't say great. Oh, but he's plus attack. That's not bad. If I ever wanted to build Arthur. He's mostly just here for swap fodder. Not a bad skill to have on hand. Good for armors, but that's about it, unfortunately.
Well, what do you know? One day later and the original spring heroes are back. They did not just get lost on their way to the festival. They have returned. Hooray! I actually did see people actually really worried that they didn't come back. I figured they'd come back a little later, but I wasn't actually expecting it to be like the literal next day. But anyway, I'd love to get Xander or Camilla. With that said, I already have Chrom, so I kind of hesitant to pull green just because I don't want another Chrom. At least Lucina would be something new. But anyway, let's just go. I think we're gonna pull blue. Even though Xander is terrible, I want him really badly. I want to make Mage Tank Xander. Come on. No Xander. Just a Matilda. She's not very good. Rip.
It's time for bond skills. With these, our bonds can give us strength, and it's almost a mini Adrift banner here. We've got both the Corins,
Camilla just got lost on the way. She couldn't come. Instead, Hinoka's here. Oh, I guess it is. Instead of best big sister, we have the other big sister, who's not quite as awesome as Camilla, but many people would disagree with me on that, but that's okay. Of course, of these, I have Hinoka and male Corrin. I don't have female Corrin, but I'm frankly much more interested in male Corrin, so that's who we're gonna try and get. Come on. I actually kind of want to pull both those blues because it's pretty good. I want male Corrin merges. Ah, Shigure. Not quite. But it's okay. I don't need him that bad because I've already got the one. It'd be nice to get rid of his Bane. I think he's got an attack Bane, but it's not something that I'm super in a rush for. I'm just happy to have him, so it's fine. So that'll do it for now. Alrighty, here is the Bound Hero Battle banner for Barter and Fur. Obviously, the prize here is Carla, who is a 5-star. She hasn't been on Focus in a while, has she? I don't remember the last time she was on. Then again, I've never really paid much attention to her because I used Soleil. I used Soleil as my go-to red sword, and I had Xander, and I've got Corrin. So she was never like my big unit that I was keeping an eye out. But we're gonna pull red just because, you know, Wrath is good to have. But I wouldn't even be upset if I pulled Barter. But there's a red here, so we'll just pull that. But his pref is actually pretty good, so I wouldn't have been upset, but we're going to try for Carla. Fur wouldn't be that bad either. Like, nah, it's just Ogma. That is pretty bad, though. What do you even have again? I always forget what he has because I never pull him. Defiant Attack. Yeah, that's pretty depressing. HP and res, nothing. So that's a pass. And finally, we have the Voting Gauntlet banner. This time there's only one, though, which is kind of unfortunate. I was looking forward to getting 2 free pulls, but this banner is actually pretty awesome, so I'm alright with it. I'm actually really tempted to just dump Orbs on this because I would love to get, like, a Surtur, 2 Surturs, actually. One to keep because, you know, it's Surtur. But also, I'd like to put Steady Stance 4 on Xander. That would be really fun. And Grim emerges are also something that I wouldn't mind. I don't really care for most armored units, but if I were going to build one up, it'd probably be Grima. And so far, I've got all these armored dragon flowers that are just sitting here because I don't know who to give them to. Grima is just awesome, so I wouldn't mind putting him on him. Harden's okay too, like Bold Fighter is okay. I need Bold Fighter for Grima, actually. But we're going to be pulling green. I'm not going to pull extra on this one. I have to resist the urge to actually launch my phone against the wall right now. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Well, that's an omen to not pull on this banner. I was going to say I might come back and pull on this banner later, but that killed any interest in doing that. Oh, wow. Not even a good character to pull. Thanks. That caps off a disappointing month. Technically, we do still have the legendary hero banner. I might free summon someone on that, but I'm actually undecided if I'm going to pull on that one or not yet. So just in case, I'll just go ahead and say thank you for watching these free summons. I know it wasn't as exciting as previous months, but I am glad that you guys stick through and watch even when I'm not getting crazy luck or anything like that. It means a lot. So yeah, hopefully you still liked watching it, and I'll see you guys next time with more summons. Until then, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.